Sheikh Khalifa Sani Abdul Qadir, a respected Islamic scholar from Zaria and leader of the Fityanul Islam Tijaniya sect, has approached the Federal High Court in Abuja seeking an order to end his unlawful detention and demanding the restoration of his fundamental human rights. The cleric, who has been held for over a month without formal charges, filed a suit challenging what he describes as gross violations of his rights to dignity, personal liberty, fair hearing, and freedom of movement by Nigerian security agencies. The ordeal began when Sheikh Khalifa traveled from his base in Zaria to Abuja to resolve issues surrounding his frozen bank account. His wife, Hajia Ramatu Khalifa Sani Abdul Qadir, recounted how her husband left home early one morning after informing her that he was going to the capital and would return the same day. That was over 25 days ago, and she has not heard his voice since then. Every time she calls his phone line, it remains switched off, leaving the family in a state of constant anxiety and fear. She described living under serious tension, trying to stay strong for their children while battling sleeplessness and dizziness from worry. According to the family, Sheikh Khalifa was informed that his bank account had been blocked by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and could only be reopened if he reported to their office in person. Upon arrival at the EFCC office, Sheikh Khalifa was questioned about a transfer of approximately 2 million naira that had been paid into his account. He explained that someone had linked him to another individual who requested prayers concerning personal life issues, a common practice among religious scholars who receive monetary gifts from those seeking spiritual guidance and blessings. The cleric stated that he carried out the prayers as requested, which is a routine service many clerics provide to their followers and members of the public. However, the situation took a troubling turn when officials informed the family that the matter had become a military case involving soldiers who wanted to question Sheikh Khalifa. Since that day, the family has not seen or heard from him directly. Within the detention period, he was given a number through which he called once to say he was fine, but beyond that brief contact, there has been silence and uncertainty about his whereabouts and condition. In a motion filed on January 12, 2026, Sheikh Khalifa's legal team asked the court to release him immediately from detention pending the hearing and determination of the main case. Justice Peter Lifu of the Federal High Court responded by ordering the respondents to show cause within 72 hours why the orders being sought by the cleric should not be granted. This effectively gave the authorities a very narrow window to justify the continued detention of Sheikh Khalifa or risk having the court order his immediate release. If you are finding this report informative and want to stay updated on important legal battles and human rights issues affecting Nigerians, please take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel so you never miss critical updates like this one. The situation took another dramatic turn when the government failed to produce any court order authorizing the continued detention of Sheikh Khalifa during subsequent court proceedings. Justice Lifu had specifically directed the Defense Intelligence Agency to present the purported detention order said to have been obtained under the Administration of Criminal Justice Act. The counsel to the agency had previously pledged before the court to produce this document, but when the matter came up, no such order was presented. This failure raised serious questions about the legality of the entire detention and whether security agencies have been holding the cleric without any proper legal basis. Reports have linked Sheikh Khalifa's detention to alleged investigations into a supposed coup plot against President Bola Tinubu's government. Some sources claim that the 2 million naira transfer that triggered his freezing of his account came from one of the suspected coup plotters and that the money was meant for prayers and spiritual blessings. However, the family has strongly denied any knowledge of such allegations, stating that nobody has officially informed them about any coup-related accusations. The cleric's son maintained that his father has no relationship with any soldier involved in alleged coup plotting and that the transfer was facilitated indirectly through one of the sheikh's disciples. The Nigerian government has publicly denied that there was any coup plot, despite earlier reports that military officers had been arrested for allegedly plotting to overthrow President Tinubu's government. This denial casts further uncertainty over the grounds for arrests linked to the purported coup case. The family has appealed to relevant authorities to either release Sheikh Khalifa immediately or at the very least disclose his exact whereabouts and the specific charges against him. The case has sparked conversations about due process, the rule of law, and the extent to which security agencies can detain citizens without formal charges or court orders in Nigeria.